Station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight at 6, a teenager shot in the district right near a high school. We go live to that scene, the latest in Northwest DC in this breaking story.
And from firearms to hate crimes, we'll take a look at some of the new Maryland laws going into effect on October 1st.
Hi everyone. Damp, dreary, and cold. Those are the three things that we are tracking here in our weather department. How long does it last? I have the forecast coming up.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
Great to be with you. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz, and we start tonight with breaking news out of the district where a teenager has been shot.
Yeah, DC police were called to the 1500 block of 4th Street Northwest. That's near Dunbar High School. Happened just after 4 this afternoon. We do have a live look at the scene right now where that teenager, we're told, was transported to a nearby hospital. That shooting again happened just down the street from Dunbar High School. Yeah,
so this shooting comes after a 16-year-old was shot and killed yesterday in Southeast DC. Now, we are waiting for a news conference that's supposed to start at any moment now. Of course, we'll bring that to you live, both on air, and also we'll keep you updated online on DCNewsNow.com.
Yeah, we'll go back to that news conference as soon as it happens. All right, meanwhile, the clock is ticking on a potential government shutdown.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of federal workers are bracing for a world with no pay coming in. Our Leonard and Fleming spoke to local union leaders whose workers will feel the impact firsthand.
Yeah, and Leonard, these workers are understandably very concerned.
Chris and Tasmin, for those that I've talked to, they are certain that a government shutdown is imminent, and essential federal workers like those in TSA jobs must report to work even though they wouldn't get paid until the congressional impasse ends.
For our membership and, many people in the federal sector, they live paycheck to paycheck.
The possible government shutdown has Cynthia Fisher Carter, a local president of the American Federation of Government Employees, worried.
How am I going to eat and feed my family? Couple that with the most recent pandemic, and people are just starting to find their way out of that, and now we get hit with this.
From Transportation Security Administration workers to correctional officers, hundreds of thousands of workers will be without a paycheck if Congress fails to strike a deal by September 30th. Carter says the last shutdown in late 2018 was brutal, where some members even lost their homes.
Shame on Congress. Shame on the Hill.
The 2018 government shutdown lasted 35 days.
And the employees have that in their memory.
Johnny Jones is one of the federal union leaders who represents 1,400 TSA workers at 3 airports in the DMV.
The uncertainty of not getting paid or the potential of not being paid causes people to make decisions, and these decisions are tough sometimes, whether to take their kids to daycare.
And when the government shuts down?
Since we hold national security positions, we're required to report the duty whether we're getting paid or not.
People are going to suffer once again as a result of a shutdown that could have been avoided and should have been avoided.
Federal workers tell me that they're very, very worried that, again, this government shutdown is imminent because they've seen this play out with previous shutdowns in the past. Reporting from the studio, Leonard and Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
Leonard, thank you. And coming up in the next block, we'll be hearing from our Ben Dennis about what you can do if you're a government worker worried about losing your pay during a shutdown. All right, what a gloomy day today. Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Janessa Webb.
And Janessa, the dreariness continues.
Yeah, I was telling Mark, you got to figure out some way to smile this weekend because the weather is just not going to do it for you. Not much sunshine in the forecast. I do see a little bit maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's my pick day of the entire week, and it's not super phenomenal. Let's take a look at what's happening across the metro area right now. It is the low visibility that is taking over the region, and so you have the sporadic mist that continues to form across the region. Really not picking that up on the current radar. It's very light in nature across many locations, stretching into Frederick, Maryland, down towards Charles County as well. Visibility 4 miles in front of you. We're near advisory stages out towards Woodstock, the Kaiser area, down to near 0. So if you're traveling out and about tonight, low beams, they are going to be your best friend, even for Fauquier County into Culpeper. It's a little bit better for Annapolis down towards Lexington Park. Temperatures, they're tough out there. I mean, this is well below average, folks. We should see highs upper 70s. Woodstock, you're chilly this evening, 58, 57 for Luray. The farther west you go, we're into the lower 60s. So tonight, not the best night to do outdoor dinner plans. Look at the sunset. 6:59. We are done with 7 p.m. Sunset, so the days continue to get shorter here. Mostly cloudy skies. By 11 o'clock, we're still into the lower 60s. We are tracking a bit of drying. That's going to happen for your Wednesday, and then more rain in the forecast. We'll look at that coming up.
All right, Janessa, we'll see you then. Meanwhile, D.C. police are investigating a deadly shooting that left one woman dead. It happened on Fitch Road in Southeast shortly before midnight last night. Police say 40-year-old Tangia Tates Little died on the scene. Police are offering a reward up $25,000 for any tips leading to an arrest.
And in Maryland, the Frederick County Sheriff's Office arrested 2 suspects accused of taking $3 million worth of jewelry back in August. So a spokesperson for the office says that the burglary happened at an Urbana home. They say they worked with the Baltimore FBI office and found that 29-year-old DeMarco Coney Jones and 22-year-old Akela Tuttle. They were Las Vegas residents. Good news, though. Police say the jewelry was recovered. Both suspects have been extradited back to Maryland. That's where they're being held tonight without bond. And we've got new video of the attack against the Cuban embassy where you can see the suspect tossed 2 makeshift Molotov cocktails. You can see him right there on the corner of the screen. This is from the embassy surveillance video where Cuban officials say that they were thrown at the building Sunday night. So on the right side of the screen, you see him lighting the 2 cocktails up. You'll see him throwing them towards the embassy. Now, no one was hurt. There was no serious damage. Cuban embassy officials are calling this a terrorist attack. Police don't have any suspects at this time, and this is not the first time this embassy has come under attack. Back in 2020, a Cuban man fired almost 36 rounds at that same building with an AK-47 assault rifle. The Molotov attack still under investigation.
Maryland residents are getting ready to see a new set of laws take effect this Sunday, October 1st. Governor Wes Moore signed all those into law. They include repealing a spousal defense law and revising concealed carry laws. Hospitals will also be required to test for fentanyl. So let's break these laws down. Maryland is repealing a spousal defense law that prohibited prosecuting a spouse for rape or certain sexual offenses. For those with concealed carry permits, new laws ban them from bringing firearms to places like schools, healthcare facilities, stadiums, etc. And hate crime victims will be able to sue the person or group who committed offenses against them. And the law will grant immunity from legal consequence to someone experiencing a medical emergency after substance use. Now, of those changes coming to drug policies, hospitals will be required to test for fentanyl to assess a patient's condition. Meanwhile, testimony has wrapped up for the day in the trial of the Leesburg man charged with last April's shooting at Dulles Town Center that wounded a man.
Yeah, prosecutors claim Alan Coley shot YouTuber Tanner Cook in the stomach while he was recording what he called a prank video. A trial is taking place at the Loudoun County Courthouse. That's where we find our DC News Now's Dave Laval.
Hey, Dave, good evening. This story pretty crazy, but no big surprises on day one.
Good evening, Chris and Tusmin. Yeah, no surprises during day one of testimony in this case. What we can tell you, though, is that the judge did dismiss a defense motion to have the charges dropped. As for the first full day of testimony here, the highlight came from one of the people involved with the shooting.
Mr. Cook, may we talk to you?
Not at this time.
Tanner Cook and his family walk into Loudoun County Court to tell his side of the story as to what happened inside Dulles Town Center April 2nd. Deputies responded to the mall when gunshots rang out at the food court. Prosecutors claim Alan Coley shot Cook in the stomach while Cook recorded a prank video for his YouTube channel. During cross-examination Tuesday, Cook could not recall many of the details of his encounter with Coley, which defense attorneys claimed included insults hurled at Coley. Cook did admit he went to the shopping center to confront people for his videos. At one point, Cook said Coley pushed away his cell phone, which had been placed just a couple of inches from his face. Cook testified he did not recall when Coley told him to stop or threatened to call police. Cook, who is 6 feet 5 inches tall, continued to confront the 5'9" Coley and said Coley did not appear upset by the confrontation. Coley fired his gun shortly after that and surrendered to deputies. Cook said on the stand he went to the mall April 2nd, a day after security told him not to return there.
Despite being shot, Cook continues to make those prank videos. Testimony, meanwhile, will resume here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. We're live at the Loudoun County Courthouse. Dave Laval, DC News Now.